last time. Yes, Gerald. Anyway, would you like to come and see my new improved spaceship? It's got all kinds of amazing things inside. And Alexander, Christopher and Ansley said, well, yes, that would be great. We were going to the North Pole, actually. But, you know, we can take a little stop off and have a look in your spaceship. So they all climbed aboard the spaceship. And the spaceship on the outside was quite small, about the size of a shed. But on the inside, it was enormous. It was indeed a very much new and improved spaceship. And they went, whoa, this is super crazy cool. It was the size of something really big, like a ginormous supermarket inside. But on the outside, a shed size. Inside, supermarket size. Whoa, crazy. Anyway, so they started wandering around, and the Martian, whose name I think was Gerald, he said, let me show you around. I've been collecting artifacts from your planet, and look what I've got so far. Alexander and Christopher, whoa, how exciting. And so he showed them what he had, and he had an ant farm. And Alexander and Christopher went, what? Okay. An ant farm, you say? And he said, yes, I've got an ant farm. They're most amazing creatures. They can live so much, didn't you know? And Alexander Christopher said, yes, we see ants quite a lot, actually. But the ant farm's very nice. Thank you for showing us the ant farm. He said, well, if you're not impressed by the ant farm, you need to come round this corner over here and you'll see what I've got. And what he had like a mini zoo. He had some monkeys, and he had a chameleon just crawling up like this. They crawl like that. They got hands like this. And he had lions. 1 or 2 lions. 2 lions, I think. A boy and a girl. Kind of Noah's Arky, this place was. And he had even better than the ants, he had dung beetles. That's right, rolling their little pile of poo. And in a tank, he had some cone snails. It was so cool. They just thought, I don't know if this can get any cooler. And then they turned around another corner in the massive, enormous, ginormous Martian spaceship. And in that corner was a T-Rex. That's right. There was a T-Rex in the corner of the spaceship. And everyone went, whoa. That is super cool, you guys. Amazing. And Alexander and Christopher walked up to the T-Rex and waved at it. And the T-Rex went, And Alexander and Christopher decided it wasn't such a good idea to wave at a T-Rex. And so, they settled down for a cup of tea. And Gerald the Martian, he said, well, you say you were going to the North Pole. Would you like a lift? And Alexander, Christopher and Ansley said, yes, of course, that would be amazing. Yes, please, because it was really tiring and super cold out there. And we just wanted to take a look. And he said, well, of course, let's pack away your campsites and we will be off. And so that's what they did. And they flew all together all the way to the North Pole. And at the North Pole, do you know who lives at the North Pole? It was Superman. You didn't think I was going to say that, did you? And Father Christmas, also known as Santa Claus. And they stopped down at the North Pole. Very windy, very cold. And they landed, and out came Father Christmas from his house. And Father Christmas said, ho, 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 what brings you all here? Hello, Gerald, nice to see you again. And he said, well, you must come in. We're making gingerbread. And then, out of his kind of castle that he has at the North Pole, people don't realise is there, out flew Superman. And he said, hey, everybody. Oh, it's so great to see you. All I normally hang out with is Father Christmas, and he's a bit of a fuddy-duddy. So it's lovely to see you young folk here, and you, Auntie Lisa. Auntie Lisa, wait, I'm young. Anyway, so then they all went to Father Christmas's house and had some gingerbread and some other nice things like cake. And they had a lovely cup of hot tea and mulled wine, which is hot wine that tastes a bit like cinnamon. It's delicious. And that was so, so good. But then a slightly peculiar thing happened, as if this day hadn't been peculiar enough. Alexander and Christopher went on a bit of a tour round the toy workshop. That wasn't so peculiar. That was fine. And then they found a magic wand, which is not what you expect to find necessarily in the toy factory at the North Pole that is run by elves. And they said, oh, is this a real magic wand? I don't suppose it is. Let's play. And Alexander went, Alakazam, I turn you into a monkey. And he pointed it at Auntie Lisa. And Auntie Lisa went, and Father Christmas went, oh no, that one not supposed to be used by children. What are we going to do? We've got to turn Auntie Lisa back into human. But before he knew it, Christopher had got the magic wand. He went, Alakazam, turn you into a T-Rex. Oh dear. Auntie Lisa was now a T-Rex. And then Alexander got the wand. He went, Alakazam, I turn you into a lion. And then Auntie Lisa turned into a lion. And then Christopher got it back on and he went, I turn you into a shark. And Auntie Lisa turned into a shark, and she was not happy about this one because sharks live in the water. And Alexander quickly grabbed it back and turn you into a cone snail. Auntie Lisa was very annoyed about this one because cone snails also live in the water and they're quite small and they look like this. And Father Christmas said, right, that's enough. And Alexander and Christopher went, meow. And he said, now we've got to turn Auntie Lisa back into Auntie Lisa. And he went, Alakazam, turn you back to Auntie Lisa. And Auntie Lisa went, you two, you're in big, ginormous trouble. Turn me into silly animals. You're not allowed to do that again, okay? And Alexander and Christopher went, sorry. Hug. And Auntie Lisa went, yay, hug! And all was forgiven. Well, it had been one of the busiest days they've had. And they've had some pretty darned busy days. So at the end of the day, Superman said, hey, you guys, would you like a lift back home? And Auntie Lisa and Alexander and Christopher said, yeah, that would be an awesome idea because we hadn't even planned how to get home. Captain Barnacles is back where he normally lives. Oh, that was really short-sighted of us. Okay, yes, please, Superman. And so that is what they did. Superman said, hey, sit on your sleigh, which is what Auntie Lisa and Alexander and Christopher did for all their stuff. And they all waved goodbye to everybody else. And then Superman towed them, so he held onto the ropes like he was a reindeer, and towed them all the way back home. And they flew across the sea and across the land. And then they landed outside Alexander and Christopher's house. Just in time for cake. And then they had a lovely cake. And that is the end of the story. Love you. Bye bye.